A game etched in memory for both teams.
That's high. It's over, Kohli. England win. And they've given India a real hammering here.
For one, it became a blueprint of greater glory and more.
How sweet it is for Joss Butler.
For the other, it redefined their approach to T20 cricket.
That's big.
595 days after the Adelaide 2022 story. India and England are ready in their quest of the ultimate dream.
Alrighty, it's time for semi-final number 2. Ravi Shastri is here on Out of This World to help us in the build-up. Once again, it's India versus England in a T20 World Cup semi-final. Now, that Adelaide loss seems like a distant memory, and do you think that's owing to the type of T20 cricket India have played since that loss?
Absolutely, and plus the conditions. Don't forget the conditions here in the United States and West Indies, especially in the West Indies, where the tracks assist spin. They are more very similar to Indian kind of tracks. So, what's happened in Adelaide is history. This is a different Indian team. It's a different ball game. And if England want to remember that too much, then good luck to them.
India will be fancying their chances given the kind of form they're going into the semi-final with. Every Super 8 game they've played before this, the 3, they've scored more than 180. They've picked up 7 wickets. So it's looking good for the form that India is in.
Absolutely. And the main reason being, for a change, the batting lineup doesn't revolve around 1 or 2 players. Otherwise, every tournament you see, every big tournament you see, it will be Kohli, it will be Rohit Sharma. But now when you look at this side, with the likes of Surya coming to the party, Rishabh Pant there's Hardik playing really well. And, you have Shivam Dube who's come into the mix. Jadeja, Akshar Patel have hardly been used. Just goes to show there's depth in that lineup. They can go out there and play fearless cricket at the top. And, if things go their way, they will get that 180 on a consistent basis.
It's all coming together for Team India. But how is Ricky Ponting looking ahead at this semi-final? Let's hear his thoughts.
Well, 2 very good teams. I mean, in England, when they looked like they were down and out, have found a way to come back really strongly and play some great cricket. So, I actually expected them to be there too. I expected England, India, Australia and South Africa, the 4 that I had going through. The T20 game is decided by such fine margins, so it's always hard to pick a winner going into any game. You would probably just say that with the conditions like they can be in Guyana, that it probably just favours India a little bit.
Ricky Ponting picking India as the favourite team going into the semi-final, but for England, they were almost out of the competition owing to the weather. But now that they've come in, the type of cricket they've played in the Super 8s, they won't go down easy.
They won't go down easy, but I would say India go in as favourites. Man to man, if you look at the side, especially the bowling attack, for these conditions, I think India are a better side. And it's for England to really raise their game, play out of their skins to create an upset.
So it's the defending champions versus a side that's been unbeaten in the competition so far. If you had to pick your top 3 fantasy picks for this England versus India semi-final, who would make the cut and why?
I would again go Rohit Sharma, Jasprit Bumrah, but just being a sportsman, to be fair, one on the opposition, it'd be between Salt and Butler. So they hold the key at the top for England. So I'll pick one of them.
Well, those are Ravi Shastri's picks. You should download the ICC app, check out the fantasy game on there and tell us who your fantasy picks are for this semi-final number 2. For now, that's all we have for you on this Out of This World preview. Ravi, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you again very soon.